Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where I take a look at someone else's mock draft and I mock it, giving you my thoughts, views, and perspectives. Today, we're looking at Mr. Brentley Wiseman from the Draft Network. He will be, his Twitter handle, as well as a link if you want to go give it a read, will be in the description below. But what's crack-a-lacking? It's your boy, Broshmo. Just in case you did not know, so go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoy the content. It's always much appreciated, much obliged. And as always, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, because I know you will. But the grandfather of Mock the Mock, he is back. The creator, the originator, one and only. That's right, your boy Broshmo. But let's take a look. I think these are like maybe from the either Vegas betting odds or the standings from last week. So again, don't be harsh on the order. No one really cares about the order right now. It's more about to like just focus on the different possibilities, different ways teams could go, and to highlight prospects. So let's go ahead and get into this sucker. We're gonna start with the Jets getting Kayvon Thibodeaux, dude. Wow, dude. Here, I'm gonna move this over a little bit. That way we get a good look. Kayvon Thibodeaux makes all the sense in the world. I've been kind of hesitant on this pick, though, if I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. Here, I'm going to do a quick little wah. There we go. I've been a bit hesitant on this pick because, man, I think the Jets' D-line is really good. I mean, I don't think in any world do you really pass on a prospect the caliber of Thibodeaux unless they're like, well, I don't know, a quarterback. But Zach Wilson, man, he looked good this weekend. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I told y'all, this guy, he's constantly trying to make big plays, and he's doing that. Sometimes they turn to interceptions. Don't have him throw in the middle of the field. You just don't want to do that with your rookie quarterbacks. But regardless, I do like this pick, man. I do like the pick. Outside of just trading out, I don't know what more else you can really do if you're the Jets. Pick number 2, Derek Stingley going to the Jags. This actually makes sense for me because I think that the Jags corners are dog water. Shaquille Griffin hasn't played particularly well. I know Tyson Campbell, he's steadily coming along. They just ditched CJ Henderson for, I don't know what, a lollipop and a handshake. But I don't mind. Derek Stingley, he's right up there. I know people are like, oh my gosh, he hasn't played the last couple of games and he looked bad against UCLA. But, like, let's wait till he returns. And if he has a couple of bad games, like real bad games in SEC play, then okay, you could start ringing the bell. You can start waving the red flag. But he has 2 years of great production as long as your name wasn't Devontae Smith. But yeah, Stingley definitely up there. I don't know who else you make it. I mean, Evan Neal, definitely you could really make a case for. The Texans are the next pick, and they actually go quarterback. He's sticking with Matt Corral. I don't know. Some people be like, well, he didn't really step up in that Alabama game. Well, when you have like 1 second to throw, I mean, what can you do? And really, that was the case. That offensive line got murdered. I almost put Nick Broeker instead of Rasheed Walker on that list yesterday, the overrated guys, because that was a guy that his name popped up a lot too, especially early in the offseason. But yeah, it was unfortunate. He's uber productive, and the thing was he played mistake free. Like, yes, that offense couldn't really get anything going, especially in the first half outside of the first drive. But again, Alabama, you could throw Georgia into this. They're kind of in their own tier. They're in their own league. Everyone else is playing a different game when it comes to those two schools. But Matt Corral, Malik Willis, I like the high upside of Malik Willis because like there isn't a runner that's close to Malik Willis in that regard, and he has shown very good improvement in terms of his ball placement and accuracy. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of a toss-up. I'd still throw Sam Howell up in there as well. But let's keep this sucker rolling with the Detroit Lions. They go Kyle Hamilton. I mean, Evan Neal, I guess, would probably be the only other guy you'd consider a blue-chip talent up at this part. I guess you could throw in guys like, I think the 3 other names that really come to mind right now would be Aiden Hutchinson, Kingsley Enegbari, and DeMarvin Leal. Those are probably the next 3 guys. They're all defensive line, and actually defensive line for the Lions have been playing particularly well. So yeah, address the safety. I think it makes a ton of sense. Outside Tracy Walker, they don't really have someone on the other side. Will Harris hasn't been that great, but yeah, I mean, going quarterback here, I don't know. Goff's looked good enough. I think you could get by until you with him until you feel like maybe next the 2023 class looks good. I might be willing to give Goff another shot and wait till 2024 class. So there's that. Real quick, a word from our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. If you're looking to make a little extra cash money doing something you're good at, and since you're watching this video, I imagine you know a little something about football, then go ahead, download Underdog Fantasy. They got weekly best ball leagues. They got player prop bets. I got the Monday nights games going on right now, and I got some player prop bets that I'm hoping hits big. And they do pick'ems. So download Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Broshmo. It gets you $10 upon your first $10 deposit. So you throw in 10, they're like, here, now you have 20. So supports the channel. They support me, help you. You get money. Yeah, I guess back to the video. What an ad. Kyle Hamilton, he's wonderful. Aiden Hutchinson going to the Giants. I think I really like these next 2 because the Giants are actually the next pick after this. I like Hutchinson. They could I don't know if he's much of a stand-up pass rusher. I don't mind trying it. He's taken snaps where he's a stand-up rusher. But you're getting a very good run stuffer, a guy that's much more than an edge setter. He shedded 10 to 15 pounds, playing a lot lighter this season, and you really see it. He's a lot more twitchy. So yeah, I don't mind this pick at all. I definitely think Aiden Hutchinson's definitely in that top 10 mix. 5 feels a bit rich, but honestly, when you look at the rest of the class, I don't think so. But I mean, I might take Evan Neal here, but they took him with the next pick anyway. So what are you going to do about it? I think I might go. I get why you don't go DeMarvin Leal maybe. If you really are like, hey, Leonard Williams, we want to stick with him. So I guess I could kind of get that. At least with Hutchinson, he could play a bit wider than I think than Leal. Not to say Leal can't do it. It's just Leal's a guy you really want more inside, over top the tackle. Occasionally, he can do a lot of different things, but I get Hutchinson might be a better fit to what you're looking for. Evan Neal, he's wonderful, top tackle in this class. Not even close at this point. And what do you know? The Giants need help at tackle. Have they started Matt Pert? I didn't even see this week. Did they start Matt Pert? I need to know. I need to know. Let's go to Let's go to this. Check out the starters for this week. All right, Giants. By game. Who did they play? The Saints, right? Yeah, because they got to win, man. Gosh, I was so close in our that pick'ems. I'm with that pick'ems videos I'm doing weekly with Alex. By the way, check those out. They pop every Wednesday. But I was so close to picking the Giants too. Now they continue to go with Nate Solder. He allowed 4 pressures. Didn't look great. Who would have thought? Why don't they get Pert involved, dude? He didn't even see a snap this game. They got Matt Skura? What up? Interesting. But yeah, Billy Price and Solder were literally the worst parts of that offensive line apparently yesterday. The Falcons. Do you think Malik Willis licking the chops? Sounds about right. Nah, we're going Darian Kennard. I get it. Matt Ryan's shown a little itty bitty bit of life, but I don't think it's enough to persuade me off a quarterback. I mean, you get him. They list him as offensive line, So maybe he plays right tackle or you have him go on guard. Didn't they just get Jalen Mayfield kind of for that same specific reason? I don't know if Kennard's really top 10 for me. I feel better picking him outside the top 10. I still think he's first round, though. I really like how he's played this year, but I think I'd go elsewhere. The Bengals take DeMarvin Leal, might be my favorite player in this whole draft currently. I just love the guy. The guy wins from everywhere. Kick inside, all right, I'm going to win. Stay outside the tackle, all right, I'm going to win. Like, he's really J.J. Watt-esque in terms of where you can put him on your defensive line. It's really great, and I think that's great for the Bengals. Bengals would love a guy like that. That totally fits their defense. They like to have those 5 defensive linemen fronts, or so to speak. But yeah, that Bengals defense has been, I think, playing pretty darn well. I don't know if they. I've seen some people want to knock them for the Bengals game. They had some players out, man. Some of y'all need to chillax. Yeah, no, I love this pick. Eagles, Andrew Booth. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, man. Andrew Booth sliding down my board a little bit. He's kind of not, for me, back-to-back weeks, he's put up questionable performances. The NC State game, not great. Boston College, it looked better, but still he lost at points, and I felt alarmed. Like, Kyer Elam's out there playing his heart out, looking great. I think it's not close right now. He's the number 2 corner. You could throw Sauce Gardner up in there too. Trent McDuffie, I think, belongs in there. Like, I'm very tempted to move Andrew Booth below all those guys. And to be fair, like, the top 5 corners in this class are, like, really, like, they're studs. So I get this pick with the Eagles. Go there. I mean, Malik Willis is on the board. I mean, you know what? Hurts looked pretty good, but the Chiefs' defense, I mean, you could throw my 2-year-old daughter back there. I think she'd look good too. But I do get why not going quarterback, especially if you don't feel great about the class and you feel more comfortable with Hurts, then yeah, totally go for it. Yeah, I don't mind them going corner here. I'm trying to think other spots I might go. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd be so tempted to get Chris Olave. I mean, outside of going another corner, I think Kingsley and Egbari, just because the Eagles, man, for as long as I've been, like, cognate to, like, what's going on in football, they love trench guys. I feel like he'd totally be a guy that they would take, especially with Brandon Graham he's going to be, what, like 33, 34 next season, so they can maybe part ways with him eventually. But yeah, just for me, just because Booth's play's been a bit down. Malik Willis going to the Washington football team. I don't think I really need to talk about this. It makes sense. I think Ron Rivera would be like, I like him. I like him a lot. This is interesting. Steelers, they go Carson Strong. I think Strong put out a very strong performance against Boise State this past weekend. I don't know if it's enough to really elevate him to at least the top part of the first round. I think I'm still sticking with him around maybe more of the second round. Because I mean, he should really eat up the rest of his schedule there. They're not playing many particularly tough teams. Maybe San Diego State. I don't know if even San Diego State's on their schedule, but I know San Diego State could be a tough matchup there for him. But yeah, I mean, I get it. He's got a big arm. I don't know. I think I'd still take, like, Howell over him. I'd still take Rattler over Strong at this point. The Colts, they're going tackle. Jackson Kirkland, man. I'm having trouble washing the bad taste of that stinking that Michigan game out my mouth. Aiden Hutchinson literally came in and said, "Who's your daddy?" To which Jackson Kirkland said, "Oh no." It was bad, man. It was rough. I mean, there were parts where Kirkland he did pretty well, but, like, man, in the run game, struggling against Hutchinson, especially as a pass, like, in the passing game, like, he would literally get walked back. And I feel like walk isn't even doing it justice to what Hutchinson would do. Like, speed walk. But for me, Kirkland, he's still a quality prospect. I feel better about him maybe at the end of the first round or maybe somewhere in the second, because I still like the guy a lot. I think he's a guy that can really mirror some of these more speedier rushers in the NFL. It's just you are going to worry about how he handles NFL strength. Okay, so they're not gonna. Okay, so they're not gonna. Right now, they're not giving the Eagles pick to the Colts. So it is what it is. But the Eagles pick here, they get Myjah Sanders. Very impressive edge rusher class. I'd still go Kingsley and Enagbare. I think him and Hutchinson have been the two most impressive, or at least have played the most impressively out of this whole edge group thus far this year. For me, you got Thibodeau, and then maybe a step below, you got Hutchinson and Enagbare. And then you're taking a couple of steps below that. I think that's kind of where the class is at right now. If we're doing tiers, you got Thibodeau, Hutchinson and Enagbare. Those are my two. Those two guys are really good. Sanders, he's long. He's got great get off. He could use his hands a bit better. I don't think we've seen a ton of that this year with him, but it is what it is. I gotta go back watch more Cincinnati because they got some prospects there. But yeah. Patriots, they're going Chris Olave. Currently, dude, I fight between him and Olave and Garrett Wilson as my top receivers. I think I'd go Wilson here just because I feel better about Wilson being able to consistently attack all levels. With Olave, I feel like he's really good short because he can make some moves after the catch. But let's be honest, burners, he's going to feast downfield. That's what you're getting him for. I feel like Wilson might be the better fit. But I'm not going to contend it. I think Olave's played better this year than Wilson because Wilson's had a couple of games where it's like, why are you dropping the football? I don't understand. This was something you were strong at. But, yeah. Panthers, they're going to dip into this tackle class as well. Go Trevor Pennant. And I mentioned this to y'all if you're a fan of the channel and actually watch my videos. I haven't watched a ton of Pennant. A lot of what I'm looking at is based on his analytics. I've only watched really the Iowa State game, and I've seen a little bit from not last year, but 2019 when him and Spencer Brown played, because they didn't play last year. And Pennant, I thought, was the more impressive prospect playing on the left side with Brown on the right. He's a good athletic tackle. He handled Will McDonald pretty well. I don't know if that puts him in the first round conversation. I just got to see more of this guy. So, yeah, I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, I guess. Kyrie Elam, it's a crime he makes it all the way down here. But the Vikings, they could use some corner help. Brashad Breeland, poo-poo. Patrick Peterson, he's on a one-year deal. So, yeah, they're probably in the market for corner again. Trent McDuffie going to the Jets. This is one of my favorite fits of the draft. He is ideal for Saleh's defense. Yo, throw this guy in a cover 2 quarters coverage scheme, then perfect. This is a great scheme fit. I think, McDuffie, man, he's been really good this year. I really needed this coffee. Raiders go Jordan Davis. This is a Mike Mayock pick if I ever saw one. He totally would do this. Listen, I know a lot of people think I'm a Jordan Davis hater. Nah, y'all just believe in him a lot more than I do. I feel better about him maybe like in the second round. I'm coming around to him maybe as like this guy that sneaks into the end of the first round because I will say the dude has become a better pass rusher this year. I think he has 3 sacks on the season. I think the only game he doesn't have a sack in is the Vanderbilt game where literally all the starters were done after like 20 snaps. But I don't know if he's been even the most impressive lineman there at Georgia because that Watt has played pretty good football. They got this other guy, is it Jalen Carter? I think he's eligible next year. Next year or the year after that, I think is going to be pretty good. Like that guy manhandles everybody and their mom. You leave my mom alone. But I'm coming around. This is still a bit too rich for me when it comes to Davis, but I'm starting to come more around to Davis. I'm starting to be like, hey, he is showing me what I want to see, what I've asked of him. So, yeah, still for the Raiders, man. What else? Okay, better question. What else can we do here if you're the Raiders? Cause y'all know I like Kingsley and Ekbari. You got Sauce. Is he a good fit here? I feel like Trent McDuffie might actually be a better fit. I don't know if. Well, I mean, if you're playing a lot of cover 3, Sauce would work just fine. Because you got Casey Hayward as a free agent. You could go linebacker, Devin Lloyd. I think he's kind of the top linebacker in this class. I don't really think there's much of a dispute there right now. Christian Harris has been good, but like you really like him more as an athlete. In coverage, you kind of worry about him. Henry Toto has a real serious missed tackle problem. Like, I love this guy. He tracks ball carriers like nobody's business. He just needs to bring them down. But yeah, I guess those are kind of my thoughts. I'd probably go Sauce. Broncos, Sam Howell. I think Howell should go higher than this, dude. I think he's done a lot. He's been doing well despite what he's been, given to deal with there. Like, the line's not good. His playmakers are lackluster outside of, is it Josh Downs, I think, is his receiver that's really emerging this year. I mean, Ty Chandler, out of nowhere. Oh, yeah, he suddenly appears this week. Okay, dude. Whatever. I remember, I thought he was going to be a breakout candidate. Nope. The Saints, they go Treylon Burks, dude. Wow, Burks ahead of Garrett Wilson. It's kind of a head scratcher. I get it, maybe, if you're looking for more of that down here. Let's read this. All right, Winston's playing above average football, and that's really without a ton of playmakers outside due to Michael Thomas' injury. I'm not sure how sold Saints are on Winston, they very well could be in the market for a quarterback. However, whether it's Winston under center or not, better not hope it's Hill. This team desperately needs more weapons. Burks is big and physical. Blah blah blah. Okay. I was hoping maybe he'd be like maybe it's like he feels Burks is the better downfield threat, and maybe that's more what you're going for. I don't know. Maybe that was. 21 Chargers go Drake Jackson. Yo, straight up, Drake Jackson. He's starting to eat. He just had 6 pressures, and I think he had 2 sacks against Colorado. And I know Colorado, one of the worst pass blocking teams in all of college football right now. But I want to see him eat against teams he's supposed to eat against. That wasn't the case last year. And then he will have stronger matchups against Sean Ryan, UCLA. He's got Kellen Deitch, I think is how you say his name, out of Arizona State. If you don't know who that is, check him out. He's playing really good football right now. Former Texas A&M transfer. And then Blake Freeland, I think, from BYU is actually playing really good football too. So he's got some matchups later in the season. But I would this is back-to-back, I think back-to-back weeks. Now we're seeing the Drake Jackson everyone wanted. We know this guy's high upside. We're seeing it. I like it. And I actually like him as a fit for the Chargers. He's ideal to play like that wide 9 outside the tackle. Cardinals get Ahmad Gardner, and I feel like maybe this pick was I should take him with the Raiders, but I like him as a better fit for the Cardinals because he's a great fit for the Cardinals. So I feel like I feel like our boy Wiseman here kind of screwed the Raiders, but not great fit. I think he's an ideal fit for the scheme. So Gardner, he's eating this year too. Titans go Devin Lloyd, a linebacker. Yeah, I mean, dude, Jayon Brown, I think, has he been hurt? They've been playing David Long, and David Long's been playing some good football. I've been, I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty particularly low on David Long, but he's playing good football. I'll call a spade a spade. Okay, he has been hurt. Okay, thought so. And then Rashad Evans, bye-bye. He is your standard. He's a early down run stuffer. That's about it. But them going I don't mind them going linebacker. Because Lloyd's a guy that can kick to the outside if you want to get Landry off the field to take a breather because he's kind of like the Iron Man of the NFL. He plays almost every snap. So I like this pick. The Cowboys, they go Brandon Joseph. Brandon Joseph, hey, I know a lot of people are like, oh man, he's not playing that well. He's playing better football now. He's playing better football right now. It's not nearly as dominant as it was last season, but he's playing better football now. I still think I have like Jalen Catalon, Jordan Battle ahead of Joseph right now. I think you could even maybe make a case for Daxton Hill, but Cowboys going safety. I feel like safety's been real strong. Kazi and Wilson. Like, who else has been there eating for the Cowboys at safety? By the way, dude, stellar game, dude, with the Panthers. What a game. I'm currently watching the Chargers-Raiders game right now. How's that going? It's 7-0. Oh, man. This actually kind of decides who wins between me and Alex for the week, because we're tied up going into this week. Let's see. Who is eating for the Cowboys at the safety position? Wow, Malik Hooker got some reps this week. Oh, Curse, that's right. I think Curse and Kazi, I think both those guys are on 1-year deals, if not like maybe 2-year. I feel like you bring those guys back. They're playing good football. So is Wilson. Wilson's a good combination in there. Maybe you go corner here. No, all the corners are off the board. What am I saying? Oh man, you could probably maybe I like Tyler Linderbaum. I'm a big Linderbaum guy. He's probably gonna be in my top 15. I put him in my top 10. But just since he plays center, not really a very valuable position considering other football positions. Guaranteed, probably still top 15. The Miami Dolphins, they're taking Zion Nelson, and as a Hurricanes fan, I don't think Nelson comes out this year. I don't think he's ready. Like, I talk about him and Mississippi State's Charles Cross. Like, these are two guys extremely athletic. I thought both were trended in, at least, especially with Nelson, I thought he was really trending in a great direction. I thought Charles Cross needed more work. Nelson looks a lot like the guy we saw last year, while I think Charles Cross has taken that next step. So I think Nelson, very good, very, very good chance he doesn't come out this year. But the Dolphins, why are you going to add more inexperience to that offensive line? You know what's killing that offensive line? Inexperience. It's bad because of that. We need more reliable vets. Maybe get a big free agent in there. Like, we can't just keep throwing youngsters out there and expect them to produce. So, yeah. Garrett Wilson, by the way, going to the Packers. I like this pick a lot. I don't think Wilson will be available for the Packers. I really like the idea of Drake London, though. USC, dude. He's playing great football. But, I mean, it makes sense for me. I don't think Devontae Adams is with the team after this year. George Karlaftis going to the Browns, man. Rich get richer. I can't imagine the Browns not bringing back Clowney, because he's been playing really good football this year. Even if they do, because this is a team with that they're very talented at a lot of different positions. Maybe you take Tyler Linderbaum here, because I think J.C. Treader, I don't know if his deal is up after the 2022 season. So maybe you just look to the future there. Even Karlaftis, like I like that he fits this mold where you could kick him inside occasionally. So you could do a lot of creative things with Clowney too. So, the Ravens, they get Kenyan Green, man, and Kenyan Green I don't think is a good fit for the Ravens offense. I don't think Green's more of this outside zone blocking scheme, a guy that's at his best when he's on the move. I think Ikwanu from NC State should go a lot higher than this, first off, in my regard, or in my opinion. And he's a perfect fit. He's a perfect fit for that gap running scheme, gap blocking scheme they got there with the Ravens. I don't know why this pick, though. I don't know, man. It's a bit of a head scratcher. Yeah, I think I'd still go with Icky. Like Green, man. I haven't watched that Texas A&M. Who they play? Was it Mississippi State? I haven't seen that game yet, so I don't know how Green's particularly played in that game, but he's coming off a bad game against Arkansas. So the Bills go Tyler Linderbaum. So I guess this is like you could play Linderbaum honestly at guard as well. So it's a bit of depth there because I know Cody Ford's not exactly great, but Mitch Morse is basically a replaceable player at this point. What do you mean Mitch Morse is a replaceable player at this point? Is he not playing good football? Oh man, that hurts if he's not. Looks like he's playing well. I mean, yeah, if anything, their guards, man, are having a tough time. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Even my boy Ike, was it Butker? He's having a rough time this year. Well, in the little bit of snaps he's played, it doesn't look good. But man, yeah, I don't think Mitch Morse has hit that point where it's time to replace him. Huh. Interesting. George Pickens going to the Lions. Yeah, Lions feels like they need to go receiver in this draft as well in free agency. Just saying. So George Pickens, I think he's going to have a really good offseason. Like, I think he's going to do the draft process pretty well. Teams are going to look at him as this your prototypical X wide receiver, and they're going to want him. So yeah, makes sense. Keep going. We got the Bucks. They want Icky. Yo, I like this. I guess they see him more as a guard. At least that's what I'm seeing because he throws Alex Kappa, his name out here. They don't see him as a tackle. I mean, man, maybe you play him instead of Devin Smith, though, or Donovan Smith. Donovan Smith's actually playing good football now, though. Signs a contract and suddenly he's good. Well, let's be honest. Get Tristan Wirfs on the other side of you. Play next to one of the best guards in the game, and Ollie Marpet, and then yeah, you're playing a bit better. I mean, you're the Bucks. I guess just go with the best player on the board, whoever that is. You know, maybe you go corner. I think the guys right now at this point, if you're looking for like the sixth corner off the board, like there's three guys that come to mind, and I feel like you're reaching. Darion Kendrick from Georgia, playing great football. You worry about the character stuff. Martin Emerson, Mississippi State. I think he's not going to test well speed-wise. Who's the other guy? Oh my gosh, I had it and I lost. Oh, Roger McCreary, who's playing pretty darn good football there at Auburn, but he doesn't have like elite traits. So I don't know if that knocks him out of the first round. Because remember, it took elite physical tools from Noah Igbignagani to crack the first round. I mean, and then Kyler Gordon out of Washington probably is going to be a good day 2 pick. He's playing good football there too. So, I mean, I don't mind it because I'm going to have Icky really high. And then Chiefs, Jahan Dotson. Everyone wants to do this. Jahan Dotson for me is still just day 2. Like the guy's playing unbelievable football. I don't know. I think you could only hate on a guy's size so much. Because I think he's like up to 184. I'm not positive, but he's been playing great football. He's been a guy I was down on in the offseason. Felt like he was just a very similar prospect to KJ Hamler. Turns out Dotson, way more ball skills than KJ Hamler. So maybe he is a guy that I think with the right squad actually could crack the first round. I don't know. We'll see. But the Chiefs, you think you got bigger concern. That defense, not playing good football right now. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. And that's it for the video. Go ahead, do the YouTube thing. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Currently, it's 7-0 at the beginning of the second quarter. Chargers, hopefully, Raiders can make a comeback. They got the elite Derek Carr, so let's see what they can do. But, till next time. You be easy, my friends. Later.